All right. Hello, everyone. We'll give just a couple of seconds for those that are still logging in, and we'll get started briefly. Thank you for your patience. Alrighty then. Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Jesus Escutia. I am the program manager for the Building Business Back program. Before we get started today, I want to welcome our interpreter, Marisela Quesada. Para cambiar a español, haga clic el icono del mundo en la parte inferior de la pantalla. Marisela, if you could unmute yourself, please. Perfect. Building Business Back helps all businesses in Monterey County with a special emphasis on those belonging to historically underserved communities such as women, minorities, and those and the business owned by LGBTQ plus community. Our program serves primarily as an informational hub where business owners and entrepreneurs can find and access the resources they need to be successful. Our team regularly updates our website with new grants, loans, utility, government contracting, and many other programs that interest to businesses. We also host a number of hybrid workshops throughout the county that cover a wide range of topics, including startup assistance, navigating the permit center, and getting certified as a diverse supplier. Most importantly, you can always count on the assistance from one of our BBB team members. Our main office is in Salinas, but we recently just added satellite office hours in several cities, including Soledad, King City, Tecaro, and Monterey. So without further ado, we will jump in to today's presentation, which will be Get Your Local Business on Google Search and Maps. Like I mentioned, my name is Jesus. A little bit about myself. I am from Salinas. I've been in Salinas now for the majority of 10 years now. I went to school in Sacramento and came back. Previously lived in Soledad as in my childhood years. Grow with Google helps people across the United States grow their skills and careers and businesses by offering free tools, training, and events. So everything that you're about to learn about, if you didn't know or you're already taking advantage of, it's completely free. It's free of charge from Google. We'll go over how to set up, verify, and manage something that's called your business profile. Verifying and managing your business profile helps local businesses be found on Google Search and Maps. And then for any nonprofits here today, the tool also works the same way for nonprofits. Organizations that see local customers or clients face-to-face in store or visiting customer locations can benefit from having a business profile. The exposure is key nowadays with everything being virtual. So with that, let's get started. If you want to take a seat and we'll get to it. So For today's agenda, we'll be looking at what is a Google Business Profile, how to create your business profile, how to manage your business information, and resources that we'll cover and that are available to you guys. So let's go next slide, please. Let's see, and hopefully the video will play. All right, and we'll go to the next slide. All right, so let's dive into it. What is a Google Business Profile? So, business profile is a free way that you can help your business information appear correctly on Google Search and Maps. If you've used this used to be called Google My Business for those that have been already using the Google platform. You have to verify your business profile, which allows you to update your address, your phone, your website hours, plus um, other things such as reviews and whatnot. Business profile can also only be created it's only created for businesses that either have a physical location customers can visit or travel to visit customers where they are. The general rule is that businesses that make in-person contact with customers during its stated hours. Now, for example, online businesses, rentals, or for sale properties, such as vacation home models and vacant houses, are not eligible. So if you're trying to rent your house, that's not a business profile eligible business. Now, if your business hasn't opened yet, you can still create a business profile and let your community know that you'll be opening soon with a big event or whatnot. You can also set your future opening dates and announce when and where you'll be opening up your business. And we can dive into that a little bit later once we get more into the business profile. Next slide, please. So what the business profile looks like. When you Google something or you Google business, this is what you'll normally see. You'll see your name, the photos or videos that you've uploaded, quick links, either a phone number, your website, if you want to share it, directions if you upload it. Obviously, the location itself, phone numbers and hours. Go ahead and next screen, please. All right. So this slide shows an example of a business profile that appears on the right side on a actual desktop. The previous one was on your phone. Creating a business profile allows you to edit the information that Google displays. So your business details are up to date and consistent across search and maps through Google. Creating a business profile won't guarantee that your business will appear in the search results, but it can definitely help. Rather have one than not have one. Let's go ahead and scroll over to the next slide. Another way that customers can find your business is just through maps. So as you know, whoever here goes and looks for like, okay, well, what kind of restaurants are there around? You'll go on the maps or you'll just Google, restaurants around me, and you look at the maps to see what's the closest. This is what will appear. So whenever you hover over a business and you click on it, it'll pop up with the directions and information on the right side. Appearing on Google Maps is very important. In 2021, Google helped drive over 2.4 billion direct connections, including phone calls, direction requests, messages, bookings, reviews on America's Best in each and every month. There are many signals Google uses to determine which results show, including relevancy, distance, and prominence. So we'll dive into it a little bit. I'll give you an example. If you look for a certain type of restaurant or food, it's not here, but it pulls up something in Salinas, and you try to click on it, that business can decide to set up whether it's within the distance to for you to be able to make calls or deliveries and so on and so forth. Which, if you look at it in the grander scheme of things, it's very important. You don't want someone from Massachusetts trying to, order food, and then you have to say, "Sorry, we're not in the area." Go ahead and go to the next slide, please. All right. So when you update your business profile on any platform, whether you're on laptop, computer, desktop, phone, or tablet, it'll synchronize throughout all of your devices. So that way you can be sure that if you move something somewhere, you don't have to go to each single one and change it again. That's very monotonous and tedious. So they make it very easy for everything to be synchronized. Go ahead and go to the next slide, please. So let's get into the nitty-gritty. How to create a business profile. Next slide. It sounds a lot harder than it is, but it's pretty simple. All you have to do is go to google.com/business. From here, you have the option to either start creating your own business profile by clicking Manage Now. And you can also jump directly to Google Maps in order to do it. This is probably the most straightforward way to create it. If you have any questions or you want to come back, we can set up some time where you can either plan up where we can meet up either at your location or at my office, and we can help you set everything up so you don't have to remember everything that's going on. But I can also forward you all the information. Go ahead and go to the next slide, please. So like I said, there are 3 more ways to add your business. You can go through Google Maps. On the Google Maps, you visit maps.google.com. Make sure you have signed into your Google account already that you want to use for your business. You can search for your address and then click Add Business. So if you haven't already added your business or your business is not on Google, you can add your business there, and that's one way to create it. You can also click the 3-line icon. It's sometimes called the hamburger or the sandwich. At the top left corner, a list of menu will appear, and you can also click Add Your Business. And then the final 3rd way is you right-click on the map, simply just click Add Business. The process is similar if you're using a mobile phone. So you open the Google's map and pretty much follow the same steps. Let's see. So miss anything. There's also a verification process. So it just to be on, Google has safety precautions. So whenever you do add your business, they'll send you a verification text, and you can add which way you want to verify. You can either take a video of your business on the outside if you are a brick and mortar business. If not, they can give you a call. You can request a text message, just 6-digit PIN, and so on and so forth. In the meantime, you do not need to wait, though, to update the information on your business. So let's say you requested postcard, because they also send out a postcard where information for you to verify. You don't have to wait to get that postcard in order for you to start updating information on your business profile. You can start updating it, and as soon as you verify, you get that postcard and you verify, it'll become live on Google, and everyone else can see it at the point. Go ahead and go to the next slide, please. So we'll go through a little bit of the process of how to sign into your Google account and whatnot for those that aren't tech savvy or as comfortable with it. With most Google products, everything requires a Gmail or an email. And this, if you don't have one, is the first step to creating one, is creating your Google email. The show, the animation shows how to sign into your Google email. And then if you, obviously, like I said, if you don't have one, you can also register at that point. Go ahead and skip over the next slide, please. As I mentioned before, at this point, you're going to either find or add your business. Once you signed in, the first step is to type the name of your business. So just to see if it's already there, if Google's already recognized it. If it's not there, then you would manually type in the address of your business. So you pretty much, if your business name does not appear, you click on it and you skip ahead one more step. If that's the case, you won't enter your business details. You'll immediately be asked to confirm your business. Don't worry. If you want to make changes to your information, I'll show you how to do this. You verified your business profile. If you type in your business name and it doesn't appear on the list, or you don't see any options listed, type your business name, then select your business category. If you can't find the perfect category, choose something close. And this is important. You can change this later and add other categories. So you don't just get the one, you can add multiple if your business falls under other categories as well. Then you just select next. Then it shows a search bar allowing you to enter your business name when creating a business profile. Go ahead and go to the next slide. You'll be asked to choose whether or not your business has a physical location that customers can visit, like a store or a restaurant. Many local service areas business operate out of private homes. Now, you can choose to add your private address. Well, it's up to you, but I would recommend to do so just in case Google does have to send you a physical verification. For those that have PO boxes, unfortunately, Google doesn't accept PO boxes at this moment. Yeah, but on the bright side, you can choose to opt out of showing your address online, so you don't have to display that to everyone else. No one wants to have customers show up at their house if that's not where. If your services are all online or you don't accept customers at the time. These businesses can still appear on Google Maps without displaying the address or driving directions. The areas that you service will be highlighted on the, like I mentioned. So if you only service Gonzales, you can highlight that portion of it so it doesn't show further than that. The screenshot shows the service area setup. It asks, do you want to add a location customers can visit, like a store or an office, with the option to choose yes or no. Let's see. Go ahead and skip over to the next slide. All right. If you check yes, you'll be asked to enter the complete official street address of for your business. Please don't include extra details like cross streets or nearby landmarks. You can add suite or office numbers on the separate address line. Just click add line. And like I mentioned, PO boxes are not accepted at this time. And this kind of shows the breakdown of what it looks like on your phone. Who here has a physical location or is looking to add a business? You have a business. What's your business?
First school, footwear school, fitness school.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get more information.
Okay. It might take to add like a B or an A unit to it with the current address, but we can look into it a little bit further once we're done with the presentation. And then are you looking to add? Okay. Gotcha. Okay, yeah. So this is exactly what it's talking about. So you don't want to put your physical address on there, but you can still govern where you service and whatnot. Let's go ahead and jump over to the next slide. Okay. If your business has a physical address, customers can visit, but also delivers goods and services to customers, you have the option to add services too. You'll also see the screen if check no on the screen that asked if you have a physical location. The customer can also visit. If you have a service area only business, you will see another screen that asks your mailing address. This will not be public, like I mentioned before, on the Google search and maps. It will only be used to complete the verification process for your business. A reminder though, a business profile is available only for businesses that have storefronts or serve local customers in service area. To add a service area, you can enter the cities, postal codes, or other descriptions like neighborhoods and districts. When you're done, click next to go to the next step. Go ahead and jump over to the next slide, please. You'll be next prompted to enter your phone number or website URL. This info will help customers get in touch and learn more about your business. When you're done, click next to go to the next step. The screenshot shows how to add business contact information, including a phone number and website URL. Go ahead and jump over. Thank you. So now we start the verification process. Like I mentioned, there's a lot of different ways you can verify. But to confirm the business location and your authorization to manage the business profile, the image on this slide shows two verification options via automated phone call and text. Google has like I mentioned, a variety of ways. Emails, another common one, or a postcard for those that do have a physical location, or even by taking a video of your location, like I mentioned at the beginning. Your products or equipment and proof of management, such as access to a storage room. The process Google offers you is dependent on how you set up your profile. So as accurate as you can would be the best rule of thumb. If the first way to get verified doesn't work for you, you can request a different verification process. If your business isn't yet open or you want to wait to start the process, click verify later. And like I mentioned, you can still take the rest while you verify for your business. All right, let's go. The next slide, please. All right. If you are a service area only business and did not enter an address when you set up your business profile, you may be asked for your business address so Google can send you a postcard, like I mentioned. This address will not appear on Google Search and Maps, but Google needs to confirm where your business actually operates. Post office boxes are not eligible. The postcard may take as long as 14 days to arrive. If anyone else at your location checks the mail, such as a family member or receptionist, be sure that they know to be on the lookout for the postcard. Go ahead and jump over to the next slide, please. All right, so what to do while you're waiting to get verified? When you do get your verification code, search for your business name on Google and then select get verified to enter your code. While you're waiting for the code, you can add and edit the information about your business. It won't go live before the verification is complete, but it lets you create a strong business profile right away. Just don't change something critical like your business name or address. That will throw off the whole verification process and will require a lot more work. You may also be offered the option to open a Google Ads account. And if you don't have a website for your business, you may be offered the opportunity to purchase a domain from Google so you can create your own website. So Google offers a lot of ways that you can incorporate things that you're still missing. And that way you can get everything situated when you're creating your Google business profile. All right, go ahead and jump over to the next slide, please. So now we're gonna jump into how to manage your business info. Your business profile info is a way to let the customers know about you. The goods you offer, services. So you want to be sure that they see an informative, accurate, and up-to-date information on your. Oh, sorry. You want to keep everything fresh. Go ahead and jump to the next slide, please. All right. So once you open your profile and is verified, authorized business profile managers can edit and update business information directly on a Google search result page. There's no need to return to the google.com/business. This is only if you're still logged in. So if you're not logged in, it's going to show something completely different. You must be signed in, like I mentioned, to manage the business profile. In other words, other people cannot make edits on your business. Start by doing a Google search for your business name. You should see your business appear and the icon that allows you to edit the different categories of information. Some categories of this information, like products or services, are only for certain business types. So what you see in the profile may be a bit different than what I'm showing you right now. So for example, if you own a restaurant, the services and the products that they offer is going to be completely different than a welder or a manufacturer. So the categories are going to be different, and so will the options. At the top right corner, you'll see the profile strength. So if it says looks good, you've pretty much completed everything that you need to fill out in order for Google to presenting everything. If it says complete info, you can click on it and access the areas that are missing. So by the end of this part, you will have an understanding of what's left to do. So you won't be guessing. Let me go from the beginning and start going through your profile to see what's left. Google will tell you, oh, you're missing this. You should add this. You should do this. So let's take a closer look into editing your business profile. Go ahead and jump into the next slide, please. So clicking edit profile lets you access and update basic business information like business descriptions and your hours of operation. To make edits, hover your cursor over the area you want to change, and a pencil icon will appear. Clicking the pencil icon allows you to make the edits and save the changes. Always double check that your business name is spelled correctly and review the business category. You can add up to 10 categories for your business, but the first one listed is considered the primary category. So I'll give you an example. Let's say that you have a restaurant / convenience store, but your main attraction or your main goal that you're trying to convey is your restaurant. You would name the category as the restaurant versus the convenience store. That way that Google knows which way to push your information. Your business description should also have the description of what you offer, what sets you apart, your history, and anything else it's helpful for customers to know who you are and what services you offer. Focus primarily on details about your business instead of details about promotion, prices, and sales. This is more of an attention grabber for them. They can jump into your website or whatnot later on, but you want to grab them on a personal level. You have 750 characters. Sounds a lot. It's not. It goes by fast. And do not include any URLs or HTML codes while you're inputting your description. If you include an opening date when you create the business profile, you can make any changes to it there. The same process applies as you click through the other sections linked at the top of the page, such as contacts, where you can add and update link to your website and up to 3 phone numbers. Locations for your street address and service areas. Leave the address field blank if it's not open to the public. Just include the service area. If you do serve customers at your business address, but also have a service area, for example, if you're a retailer who sells to customers in store and also delivers to homes, enter both addresses and the service area. And of course, your hours. In addition to including your regular business hours, you can add holiday hours or highlighted special hours like happy hours at a restaurant. Go ahead and jump to the next slide, please. So tips to stand out with attributes, and this is an important one. You can help your business profile stand out by selecting attributes that apply to your business. You can find these attributes under the More section of business information. Attribute highlights details about your business. Some include images to help them stand out more, like Asian-owned, Black-owned, Latino, Latina-owned, LGBTQ+ owned, veteran-owned, and women-owned businesses. Not only do these images signal pride in your identity, they can attract shoppers who make an effort to support those communities. You should check your business profile to see what additional attributes are available for your business, like wheelchair accessibility, payment types accepted, installations, and more, for those varying depending on your business category. You can choose more than one that you identify as. So if you are a Asian, Latino, LGBTQ woman-owned business, you can select all the ones that apply. Obviously, you don't want to select everything if they don't apply, but the ones that do is very important. And then also wheelchair accessibility and then payment types. Not everyone, well, nowadays everyone pays with card, but some people still pay with cash. And knowing that either you only accept cash is a very big thing. Let's go ahead and jump into the next slide. All right, so for the brick and mortars, there's something called Pointy, which is a free Google tool, and we'll jump into it. Here's a pro tip for those, for the brick and mortars. In a nutshell, Pointy offers retailers a way to add in-store products to Google with no manual data entry. And this is pretty much how it works. You will use Pointy to connect with your point of sale system to Google. If you use a system like Clover, Square, Lightspeed, you can download the Pointy app to add to your products to Google. Alternatively, you can order a free device called Pointy Box that plugs in between your barcode scanner and point of sale system. Scan your products as you sell them, and then as you do that, the products are added directly onto your Google business profile. In the section labeled "See What's in the Store." So pretty much it offers real-time live. This is what's being sold right now in the store to customers that are looking online. Now, nearby searchers can always see what you have offered and the stock that's available. These products can also surface on Google Search, Maps, and Shopping. You can use Pointy if you have a physical store that customers can visit and the products carry a UPC or a barcode. Pointy is currently available for businesses everywhere in the United States, so you don't have to worry about its availability. And then if you'd like to learn more about Pointy, I can share more information, or we can go on the pointywithgoogle.com. If you can jump over to the next slide, please. So it's crucial, very important to add photos. So whenever you Google something and you go, well, let's see what's a good restaurant in Gonzales, you'll look at the Googles. The first thing that you look at, and we'll dive into the second portion, but you look into Googles and you look into reviews. But it's very important to add the current image and videos to your business profile. And to do that, you click on add photo and the icon on the search to add photos, a logo, a cover photo, and videos up to 30 seconds. Then jump over to the next slide, please. So like I mentioned, photos are another area of your business profile you want to emphasize. Photos and videos can tell a customer more about your business. The slideshow photos from the previous video as displayed in the Google Maps search results. You can also add 30-second video of the storefront, the products that you offer, services that you provide, and more information about the business. The photos that you should use the photos shows your products, how your product is made, packaged, and or shipped. You should give a tour of your space, highlight an employee, and show an unboxing of a new product that you have that presenting. I'll go ahead and jump over to the next slide. So creating posts to share timely information is another big thing that helps out businesses quite a bit. You can create posts and add timely updates to your business profile. Posts can be seen on updates, overview buttons of a business profile on mobile, on search and maps, and in the front of the owner section of the business profile on your computer on search and maps. When you click on add update icon will see 3 types of posts. You have your updates, your offers, and your events. Each post has slightly different fields. In the screenshot, you see an update post. With this type of post, you can add photos, videos, a description, button that can link to a page on your website. Go ahead and jump over to the next slide. And here we'll cover the 3 types of posts that you can do. So you can have an update. So for example, if something's going on a holiday that you'll have reduced hours, obviously you'd use the update, hey, it's already posted, but just letting you know, these are the times for this upcoming holiday. With offers, you can, let's say that you are having a sale or whatnot. The offer post will allow you to directly link that sale to your website, where the customer can just click on view offer and take you directly to your website where they can decide to purchase or not. And then obviously you have your events. So if you are hosting an event, you post it, but it'll also give you the option to let them sign up, especially for those that are doing food or whatnot. Very important to know what they want or how many people are showing up. Go ahead and jump over to the next slide. Thank you. You can use your business profile to connect with customers in a variety of ways, including reading and responding to reviews, enabling messages, and a public Q&A section. Very important for reviews. So some tips for the reviews is your business profile is where your Google reviews can be found. Everyone looks at reviews. It decides where you go next, pretty much. Once your business profile is verified, you have the option to read and respond to reviews about your business published on Google. From search, click read reviews to respond. Here are a few tips for responding. First, keep your response short, sweet, and polite and professional. Don't use responses as advertisements. Try to respond to reviews, good and bad, as quickly as possible. And with that, yes, as quickly as possible, but sometimes, especially with new business owners, when you get a bad review, you're like, well, why? It upsets most business owners. Well, what happened? What was wrong? It's probably them. Most of the time, it wasn't them. Take a couple minutes, if you need a day, and then respond. When you get a positive review, thank the customer. That goes a long way, and especially engaging the customers leaving reviews. Well, at least for me, when I go look at a review and see they have a 4.3 or even a borderline 4, 3.9, I go and I look at the reviews and I see it's like, okay, well, they're responding back and forth and they're trying to figure it out, and that might make the decision to move forward with that business or not. If the customer does contact you and the issue is resolved, consider asking them to modify and remove the negative review. The screenshot shows how customer reviews appear when signed up into the app. The image on the left shows where reviews are located. The image on the right shows a business owner response to review, which says, thank you so much for sharing your experience. Go ahead and jump over to the next slide. All right. Positive customer reviews build credibility and trust, and the more you have, the better. What's the best way to get more? You ask. That's the easiest way. Click on the icon label, ask for reviews. It gives you options to ask for reviews via email or social media, plus a link you can share anywhere you like. So this is another pro tip that I got off of another business. And no shout outs or anything, but I have AT&T for my cell phone service. And last week I went into, I forgot what it was, but after the whole transaction, the representative comes up and I was like, hey, I hope accomplished everything that you came in here for. If you could leave us a review, we have a QR code and you can link the URL to the reviews on a QR code. Have it right on the middle. I didn't even pay attention to it until he pointed it out. And he said it was super simple. Just scanned it, leave a message, and you're done. Really easy. Doesn't take too hard, especially for tabletops. But it is very important to ask for those reviews. All right. So go ahead and jump over to the next slide. Thank you. Messages is a feature that allows customers to connect with you directly from Google Search and Maps. In the past, you needed to provide a phone number to use the feature, but no longer the case. The feature needs to be turned on. If the system detects an activity based on the response time, it will automatically turn it off. When a customer sends a message, it will appear here, as well as its updates in the Updates tab found in the Google Maps mobile app. Your typical response time will appear on your business profile too. So if you don't respond to messages within 24 hours, Google may deactivate the messaging feature for your business profile. So if there's multiple people that own or manage your business profile, and we'll get into managers that also manage, not just the owner. Each one can message with customers. So you're not, if you have multiple people that are in charge, you're not just the only one receiving them. Everyone can respond as well. All right, let's jump over to the next slide, please. There are a lot of things you can do with your business profile, and you might be wondering how many people actually see this information. Click on the performance icon and you'll find out. You'll see a performance report like the one shown on the slide. The slide shows a line graph tracking interactions with your business profile over time. This feature is available only for verified business profiles, offers insight into how customers use search and maps to find your business profile and what they did once they found it. You can also see the data on calls, messages, requests for directions, and website clicks that originate from your business profile. And this is really key as well. You can use this in many ways. Let's say you have your business hours from 10 to 8, for example, and you're not seeing that you have as high of a traffic. So you switch your business hours and you want to see what the difference in traffic is. And let's say you switch it from 8 to 5, and you see now that there's an astronomical amount of people coming in the morning compared to before, and you can see that on how many people actually look up certain things within the morning that they do in the afternoon. as well as many other things that you can play around with and see. And this is a really good way to see how the changes of your business will impact your availability or people looking at your Google profile. Go ahead and jump over to the next slide. Thank you. So let's wrap up by looking at how to access support and administrative features. On the search result page, look at the right above the icon we just looked at, you will see the 3-dot icon. By clicking that icon reveals a drop-down menu with additional options. Once you have your business profile set up, take a few minutes to explore the links in this section. In the meantime, here are a few highlights. Business profile settings lets you add managers who can help you edit your business profile. These managers can access the business profile, but they do not have access to any other Google products you might use, like Gmail. In other words, they can't read your email. That's all separate then from this. Notifications lets you request text messages from new reviews, messages, or questions. You can also create additional business profiles, contact Google support to access, you can contact Google support, access the help center, and more in this area. So for example, let's say that your business is expanding and you're opening up a second location. You can open up an additional business profile for that business at that other location. And same thing with the managers for the business profile. If you don't want them to have certain access to certain things, you can also look into it to see what they can and cannot access. All right, let's jump into the next slide. Thank you. So let's wrap it up. We hope you're excited about all the things that you can do with the business profile. Your next step is to obviously to create and verify your business profile for your business and follow the steps outlined. The first part of today's from today's presentation. I'll go ahead and jump to the next one. Once you've created your business profile, make sure you keep it up. It is not a one and done. It is very much so keeping up to date. Thing that you have to do for your business. Make sure to add photos, especially good photos. So not just some in a dim light, kind of looking at it. You have to really put in a little bit more effort to look at what it is that you're posting on there. And then learn from the customers, how customers engage on search and on maps with your performance reports. I'm gonna jump to the next one. So I'll jump into some of the resources that we might have and kind of elaborate a little bit more as well. I'll go ahead and jump over to the next one. Okay. So once you create and verify your business profile, check out the marketing kit. This is a free resource that allows you to create custom posters, social posts, and more from reviews and updates on your business profile. Visiting marketing kit and enter your verified business profile name to get started. In addition, there's a special marketing kit that celebrates business that identify as Black-owned. You can access it by viewing the marketing kit /. This image shows examples of free assets you can create with the marketing kit. So there's a lot that Google offers that's completely free to you that you can use to your advantage. I'll go ahead and jump over to the next one. And then keep learning on YouTube. So this is just one of many informative videos that you can find. Grow with Google on YouTube has, let's say, well upwards of 100+ videos of certain topics and things that Google covers in order to help small business owners or help you organize if you already have a business and you need to kind of follow up on things on the back end. They publish new videos regularly covering topics that help you grow your skills, careers, and businesses. And with careers, we can jump into the next slide, which is the Google Career Certification. So let's say that you're trying your business, you have employees within your business, and you're trying to help them expand and jump into the newer roles within your business. So if you're looking for a manager, but you're not trying to hire a manager, you're trying to promote within your business, this is one way that you can have them go take time during the shift, complete the certification. For example, the project management. Let's say you want someone to take over certain projects within your business. They can get certified and learn on how to do that through Google, and it's all free. Let's see, there's a long list of things that you can have your employees learn and grow within the business, all completely free through Google. All right, go ahead and jump over to the next one. And we have the free online training and tools at google.com/green, which just covers a wider range of other resources offered by Google to you completely free. Go ahead and jump over to the last slide. So thank you so much for being here. I'll answer any questions if anything has popped up, or I'll check on the chat option as well. If anyone online has any questions, feel free to leave them on the chat and we'll jump on them as soon as we can. Questions?
What would you recommend for like our school,
Mhm.
for a secretary to set that up and to the people access or to an administrator?
Yes. So I would recommend, so not saying it in a bad way, but people come and go depending on their lives, where they're going in their career. Nothing, not shaming or anything like that. But what does matter is the email. So you'll find a lot of people go and it's like, oh, my PRTO set up business profile, they use their email, but now they don't use it and I don't know what the password is. It's like pulling teeth. You have to go through Google and do all that. So the first step you'd want to do is either create a new email address or use an existing one that's already used, that's been in place for a long time, and go that route. If you're in the situation where you're trying to retrieve it, it would be a bit hard. You'd have to go through Google customer care and whatnot, but it is doable. It's just very hard.
School domains are able to do business?
The question has multiple parts. I'll follow up with you though. It leads down a rabbit hole, but no worries. Yeah, I can follow up with you afterwards. Yeah. Anything else? Any questions? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No worries. If you want to stay behind after the workshop, we can go ahead and schedule something if you have other questions or something that might pop up. Let's see here. How do I get on the calendar? Fred, if you want to leave, if you want to email or type in the chat your email address directly to the host, I'll go ahead and follow up. If you want to leave a phone number, I can give you a call right after this workshop as well. Yes, let's see. How many interactions should we expect? It depends. It depends on, and I don't like using it depends because that's what everyone says, but Dina asked how many interactions should we expect? I'm assuming for your business, depending on the type of business that you have. If it's something like a restaurant or whatnot, it really does depend. Okay, let's see here. Can you go back? So Gina also asked, if you haven't responded to reviews, can you go back, or if there's a certain time of period? So reviews, if I'm not mistaken, there is no time limit on to go to respond to them. The only time limit that I believe they were referring to was for the messaging system, the messaging service that Google offers. So if someone does reach out to you through a message, you have a certain time to respond to that message, especially because it's used for a timely manner. But we can, like I said, we can kind of dive into it a little bit later as well. Okay, let's see here. So you also ask, it shows the building name and then the address. Can I take off the building name? You should be able to edit it within your business profile. Will you be sharing this slide deck with participants? If you'd like, we can definitely share the slides. That's not a problem. Okay, going through all the questions. I don't see anything else. Well, like I said, if you guys have any questions, feel free. I believe Jose Luis has also gone ahead and put our contact information below within the chat box, and then I'll share my contact information with the people here in person. If you guys have any questions or want to set up a time where we can discuss this further. Let's see here. All right, and I think that's going to wrap it up. I want to thank the Gonzales Police Department for hosting our workshop today. Our services and workshops are free because the County of Monterey has dedicated funding to helping businesses recover from the COVID-19 pandemic and to thrive. If you're interested in learning more, feel free to visit our website, montereycountybusiness.com, where you'll find this workshop's recording as well as previous workshops we've had. One last comment, our next workshop will be Money for Your Business, Employee Retention Tax Credit on August 17th. And you can register for that on our website. That's the end of our workshop. Thank you so much for joining us. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.